Good evening, everyone. I'm Reverend Patti Nakai from the Buddhist Temple of Chicago, and I'm with Higashi Honganji. And whenever I'm in Kyoto, it's my custom every morning when I'm in town to attend the 7 o'clock morning service at Higashi Honganji. But a few years ago, I happened to be in Kyoto at the same time as Reverend Christina Sato from Brazil, and I know some of you remember her from the WEHOPE that we had a couple of years ago. So she said, well, why don't I join her at Nishi Honganji 1 hour earlier, 6 a.m. in the morning. So I went with her to the Nishi Honganji service, and I was kind of interested in the chanting, and actually I was really surprised they had a couple women in the chanting group. I haven't seen that at Higashi yet. But anyways, so when the service started, there's this old man in the front row, and he starts going, and it's just really loud. And so every couple of minutes, it says, and I'm thinking, what the heck? And so I couldn't hear a lot of the chanting, you know, because this guy has these really loud outbursts. And then when the Dharma talk came on, and then for me, I'm not a native Japanese speaker, so if I listen to a Japanese talk, I have to really concentrate so I don't lose the flow of the logic. And this guy, I'm like, oh, I can't. So it was just interrupting my concentration over and over. So I really just felt, you know, to me, I really don't know what's going on in his mind. I can't speak for him what was going on in his mind, but I just felt it was very inconsiderate for someone like me who's trying to hear the chanting, hear the words of Shinran, and hear the speaker, the minister give the Dharma talk. So this leads me to the title of my talk, and STFU. And for you Japanese people, it means shizuka ni shinasai. Okay. So this is something I think about is, someone just got, okay, that in a way I think that's what Shinran heard from Honen. I think Shinran thought, oh, Nembutsu, that's something you have to keep saying over and over and louder. But I think Honen showed him the way of this STFU. Because I think the one passage in Kyogyo Shinsho when I started studying at Otani University that really struck me in the beginning of the Gyomaki, the chapter on practice, was Shinran quotes from other versions of the larger sutra, not just the regular one that we read. And the one passage that really struck me, and still does, it's a variation of the 17th vow. And it says, even the insects that fly and crawl and creep on the ground hear the name. Even the insects that are flying and crawling and creeping around hear the name. And he didn't have to quote that passage. It has nothing to do with us human beings, but I think that importance to Shinran of hearing the name was that even those little tiny bugs on the ground are hearing the name. So I think that's the thing that Shinran emphasizes for us, is this being quiet and actually hearing the name. And what is the name? The name is that expression, that concrete conveyance of Hongan, which is sometimes we say innermost aspiration. I'd like to say universal wish, the universal wish. And that is the universal wish that says that all beings are already helped, are being helped, and will be helped. And what are they being helped at? They're being helped to awaken to true life. They're being helped to awaken to the true life they will be living, that I guess you could say our full potential, the full natural flowing life that our ego often prevents us from living, that true life. And so I think the loud voice says that's kind of almost like calling attention to say, I'm saved. I don't know about you people, but I'm saved. Or it's almost like, listen to me and you could be saved too. So it's that feeling that is not Hongan. It's a feeling that's coming from the ego self rather than from the true universal wish that wells up from life itself. And so I think in a way the teachings of Shinran are helping me to hear Shinran is teaching us STFU, and to be the ones who truly listen and hear, and to hear that name that calls to us. And in Shinran's case, that name that calls to us is saying, return your life to the unobstructed light that fills the 10 directions. That's the name that Shinran hears. Return your life to the unobstructed light that fills the 10 directions. Kimyo Jinjipo Muge Konyorai. Yeah, thank you very much.